Hey everybody, I wanted to make another video. I know I already made a general welcome video for all the classes, but I wanted to make one personalized for the Goddard Scholar Algebra II class so that I could give you some things that ideally I'd like you to do before September 15th. They're all very quick, just some housekeeping and paperwork stuff. That way, whenever we meet for the first time on Tuesday, September 15th, we can get started with some math and not have to do any of this paperwork stuff. So I'm just going to work my way through this slide doc, and it has a few things you're going to join and a few papers you'll fill out. So first thing is under Google Classroom, I made a new topic called Preparing for Start of School. And there's a basic info Google form, and also I'm going to show you where you can sign the syllabus electronically. So on Google Classroom, I used to have a topic called homework, but as long as we're remote, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to have a new topic for each week. Like this is preparing for start of school. The next one will be called week 1 and then week 2. And in each little topic is going to be what you'll be working on that week. So it's more organized. So far I put the syllabus in. The syllabus is also on my website. I'll show you that. This has been modified for remote. And here is a form I'd like you to fill out. If you click on this, it takes you right to the form. And it's just what it sounds like, just basic information about you to help me get to know you. On my website, you can click this link right here to get to my website. And oops, that's the editing one. Let me just click this here. If you click on the website and you go to the GSA Algebra II tab, the student syllabus is also right here. And the form that I'd like you to electronically sign, where the heck is it? Here it is. Okay. Here's the e-signature form. You'd normally sign a piece of paper, but this is to let me know that you saw the syllabus and you read it. There's also information on the website here about the MCAS because you'll be taking the MCAS at the end of May unless COVID changes that. So those are two things to do for paperwork. On Delta Math. So Delta Math is, I'm thinking of replacing Khan Academy with it. I used to do Khan Academy, but people got annoyed because I generally wanted them to get a 4 out of 4 on a set. So let's say you start a problem set and you miss one problem, then the next 3 problems, it's like, well, why am I even going to try on these? Because I already have to redo it. So they would just make up problems, and that's a waste of time. Delta Math is different. It was created by a former math teacher, and I like it because it's just an infinite amount of problems. And I can say, all right, let's do graphing parabolas. I want you to get 5 problems right. I can set that, and I can say unlimited problems, and then you'll just keep doing problems until you get 5 correct. If I want it to be a quiz or test, then I'll say no redos, and it's for a grade. But if we're just practicing, you get an infinite amount of problems until you get the right amount correct. And if you get 5 in a row right, then you're done. If you need to do more practice and get some incorrect, they have extra help videos. They have step-by-step solutions. So under here, people who've already signed up, I can see you. I'm not going to click on this just so for privacy reasons, but whenever you sign up, I can see that you signed up, and I will be creating assignments on here. And this is the teacher code. Whenever, oh, ignore the AP. You're not joining the AP class. You want to join the Goddard Scholar Algebra II class. Okay, for Edpuzzle, this is a little bit, it's kind of like YouTube. I put my YouTube videos on here, and there's no due assignments on here. Whenever you join, I'll see you here, just to show you what it would look like. This was last year's AP Calculus, but it shows me how many people watched it. If I click on this, it'll show me how many times you watched it, when you watched it, how long you watched it for, etc. And it's just a quick way for me to check off you watched the video. And then I'll also be requiring you to take video notes, and those you'll upload pictures of on Google Classroom. So some videos will go right to my YouTube, like this video, for example, is going right to my YouTube. But most of like the actual math content classes are going to be going under here on Edpuzzle. And here's your class code. So it's going to ask you to make an account. Just use your student account is the easiest way. And this is how you're going to join. Okay, Chrome extensions. Before school, I'd like you to go to this website or just Google Chrome web extensions and download the following. I love their Chrome extensions. They're awesome. So they have Equatio, which is like a game changer because I used to hate typing math in Google Docs. That's why I preferred my Word docs. But Google Doc now has this extension called Equatio, and Equatio is this awesome way you can type math in. You can also write, like draw math on your screen with your finger, and it'll automatically convert it to text, and you can insert it. It also links to Desmos, so you can insert Desmos graphs seamlessly. It's awesome. So all you have to do when you get to the website is type in the extension you want, click it, and then it'll add it. So mine's already added, so I can't do it, but it's very quick to add these. Can you do Mote? Mote is how I will be giving you audio feedback on your submissions. I will show you how Mote works in a second. If you don't have the gallery view for Meet, we're going to use Zoom at the beginning of the year because Meet doesn't have breakout rooms yet. They're going to get them in October. So for now, we'll use Zoom. But when we do use Meet in October, I'd like you to have the gallery view downloaded. That just lets you see everyone's pictures on the screen at once instead of like a long list you have to scroll through. And definitely Screencastify, and I'll briefly show you in this video what it is, but I will also have a separate video on how to use Screencastify because you're going to be using Screencastify to submit different assignments throughout the year. Okay, I'm going to show you how the grading and feedback is going to work throughout the year, at least while we're remote. So I'm probably going to use Mote mainly while I give you audio feedback. I hate typing math, and it took me forever last year to give feedback because I'd have to type out everything, and it's just clunky doing it. It's a lot quicker doing it in audio little clips. So I'm going to demo it on one of my AP students because they've already submitted some work. So what I used to do is, again, I would have to like type everything here, and it just took forever. So another thing I used to do last year is there's like the general private comment, and then you can also click on here, and let's say I want to highlight that and say nice graph, I don't know, then I could do that. But I noticed that people weren't seeing these little comments because you have to actually download it right here in order to see all those. So what I'm going to do is this, and I'm going to show you how Mote works real quick. Let's say I'm going to give her feedback, and I'm going to click this. It's going to start recording, and I'll say something like, you know, Nancy, you showed your workout well, you showed the factoring, you showed the canceling, but you do still need to write LIM, for example, up until here. And I'll say done. And what it will do is transcribe it into text also. But the best, I think, is just you can hear me talking, and it's quick feedback. If it's a test and you're submitting work, you're going to take my feedback to modify your work, possibly upload corrections, and then comment on my feedback. Because one thing that I think people do is not listen to feedback or see the feedback but not read it. So I do want you to practice looking at feedback and responding to it. So that's something we'll be working on, at least while we're remote, definitely. And then I'll just click post and you'll get it. So it's going to look weird unless you download the Mote extension. So that's why you should download it so it's easier to see the feedback. Okay. Next, the view all for assignments. Whenever you're in it doesn't really work for you guys because you don't have assignments yet, but let's go to my calc one. If you probably already saw this, but just so you can keep track of all your assignments, if you see view all, you can see everything you're supposed to be doing. So in case you had never messed around with that before, that's a quick way to see your all the assignments in one place. Okay, I'm going to make a separate video for this. And Google Drive, one other suggestion I have is because while you're doing a remote, you're going to have a ton of stuff on your Google Drive. And my Google Drive used to be a mess. And I'm actually kind of an organization and neat freak. So I hated going to my Google Drive. It would stress me out looking at all this mess that used to be down here. And then I watched this video. I would highly recommend you organize your Google Drive. If you need inspiration, if you Google Pocket Full of Primary, Organizing Google Drive on YouTube. Her video here is amazing. It's what I used to get my Google Drive organized, and I got it color-coded, and now it's honestly beautiful, and I love my Google Drive. So if I were you, I would make a folder for every class. You can do subfolders, color-code it, and that way it's just going to make your life so much easier whenever you do your remote learning. I think that's all. Okay, great. So stay tuned for the little video on how to use Screencastify, and I'm looking forward to meeting you all soon. Bye.